I love when someone says, I've got so much passion for what I do. I just love what I do. They have so much tenacity. They've been at it for 7 years, still riding the struggle bus, not making money, not making sales, not growing. Here's the missing piece for so many of you. This is such a major key. It's paramount. It's crucial. You can't just say, well, I'm talking to lots of people. I love what I do. I love my products. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you love what you do. They care if they will love it, if it'll benefit them, right? That's what matters. So you can have all the tenacity in the world. You can have that, like I said, that hustle muscle, baby. You can be flexing, you're out there working, you're doing your thing. But if you don't have this thing, people skills. People skills are so important. How you communicate, how you inspire people, how you mentor, how you listen to people, the questions you ask, having that. I'm telling you, one of the reasons people love working with me, they love being a part of our team, they love our leadership, because we're really good at helping people and mentoring people. And listen, nobody said getting rich was easy, but when you have someone that genuinely cares about you, they have an interest in you, they respond to you, they steer you in the right direction. They don't feel intimidated to reach out to you, although I guess that does happen sometimes, because the people that don't reach out to me, I wouldn't know that they're not reaching out to me. But I have had people tell me, like, I can't believe how approachable you are, or, how patient you are, or, you respond so quickly. You respond faster than my upline does or my sponsor does. And it's because I'm, number one, obviously I do have the passion. I have a lot of tenacity. All that's important. But, I know how to communicate. I know how to encourage. I do my best job to listen to people and never feel too big or too important for that, that purpose. But I also remember what it's like to be new. I remember what it's like to struggle. I remember what it was like to have a crappy upline that wouldn't respond to me, or we were just not treated as equals, as partners. In fact, because we were the number one team on our uplines team, they didn't really support us or work with us because they weren't making as much. In that old school compensation plan we were in, they were cut off from a lot of the compensation and the bonuses, and we were deep in their team and they didn't get a lot of compensation. But at the end of the day, when we left, our whole team came with us for the most part because we knew how to communicate. We knew how to build that relationship and, care about people and connect and do the rapport building, all the things, right? All the things that matter. But we had a lot of people skills. And quite honestly, our upline, even though I feel like they had a lot of people skills, they only put forth the effort into people that were making them money at that time, which is such a pathetic way to show up and such a pathetic way to lead your team. Like, I like the saying, we are level blind. We are level blind. It doesn't matter what level someone's on. It doesn't matter how much money they're making me today or never. Like, I treat people as I would want to be treated. Human first, marketer second, and your people skills dictate whether or not you can attract A players, whether or not you can inspire and work with quality people, whether you can help close more sales, whether you can really help mentor other people. Those people skills are so important. Even the people skills with your kids, your people skills with your spouse, your people skills with your siblings or your parents, learning how to communicate with different personalities. Like, how many of us know the personalities? Shark, that's an aggressive personality. That's a money-making person, right? That's someone that's like very driven. They like the spotlight. They're like the CEO mentality. They can also show up a little bit like a bully. They can really turn good people off. They will turn off a lot of, in fact, you will know the quality of someone's leadership not based on how many followers they have. Some people are very popular. They have a very big social following. Social media people follow them. They're very popular, but they don't have a lot of leaders on their teams. They don't have a lot of other influencers or leadership type people that work with them because they're too bullheaded. They're too much. They're too strong. So people skills are a big deal, even for the most aggressive, most successful, most driven type of person. Now, I did talk about sharks first because I'm a shark. But I also have a lot of dolphin in me, probably less than I used to when I was in my 20s. How many of us already know what a dolphin is? If you had to guess, it's the fun personality, right? It's the fun personality. Those are the life of the party. They love to have a good time. The problem with a dolphin, my son Dylan is a dolphin, they get bored easily. they get bored easily. And that, again, was part of my problem when I was younger, because I got voted biggest class clown. I was a problem child. I loved to party, but I also was very aggressive and mean. It was like this terrible combination for that personality to be drinking and partying and being very competitive and, all the things, right? But with that being said, I also did a great job once I honed in my skills and developed these people skills I'm talking about. I got very good at honing in my fun dolphin personality, because I could make a business like this more fun for that personality and, know how to communicate to those types of people, because again, they get bored easily. Like, I have people on my team that are dolphins and they don't plug into a lot of stuff, but man, when they show up, it's so much more fun, and they're really good with connecting and keeping people around, because people want to be around amazing, fun people that are interesting in that regard, right? But again, they can get distracted easily too. So what's the other one? Urchin. Oh, my urchins. That's the personality that gives me the most anxiety, because they have so many questions. They overanalyze and overthink everything, and they got to know all the things before they do anything. But they're also your best asset. Why? Because an analytical personality, like I'm on the advisory council for our company, and sometimes when they get into numbers and details and all these things, I'm like, dude, my brain is like, my brain melts. I can't pay attention. I try. I really do try. Hopefully someone else can offer some suggestions here. And when I hear something that makes sense, I'll chime in, but I'm not analytical when it comes to that stuff. But thank God I have Nadya. Nadya is very analytical. She's the one that keeps track of the bills and pays all the taxes and does all the things with all of our credit cards and all of our investments and our portfolio. And she keeps track of all the things. She's much more analytical, much more calculated. She makes the most amazing slide decks and all the things I don't like doing. You know what everybody always says? I need me a Nadya. Sorry, there's only one. But with that being said, she was also a very strong shark and dolphin personality. And of course, there are times where we butt heads, right? Just like any other couple. But again, if you don't have that, or you're not that personality, you better find those analytical personalities within your organization, because they can help with scripts and structure, and they can help with things that are more analytical or more tedious. I hate doing things that are tedious. Like, you guys have no idea how little patience I have for things. Like, if we buy something off Amazon and it's something that's got to be put together, they just know I'm not doing it. If something needs to be fixed around the house, no. I will do anything. I will pay any amount of money to get someone else to take care of it. I do not waste time. That is a time waster for me. I'm kind of going on a rant here when we're talking about people skills, but I'm trying to give you an idea of the different personalities and how to communicate with these different people, right? When you get someone that is like super high maintenance and they have a million questions, just understand, if those questions are answered, and those types of people, like, they want all the PDFs, they want all the resources, they want all the websites, they can handle it. You share that stuff with a dolphin, you tell them to watch all these videos and download all the things, dude, good luck. They're not going to do any of it. They're not going to do it. They just want to wing it. They just want to figure it out as they go. By the way, sharks are like that too. I'm a shark. I'm telling you, I'm like that. I do not want to sit there and watch a bunch of videos and I'm just going to earn while I learn. I'm going to figure it out as I go. So you need to know how to communicate with these people. And look, I'm not just talking about in business. I'm talking about your kids, your coworkers, your parents, your family members, your friends. You need to know how to communicate with people. Your people skills suck if you don't have success in your business, but it can also spill into other areas of your life. People skills are such a big deal. If you want to motivate people, you want to get people doing what you know is best for them. You need, like, the way we communicate with my daughter is totally different than how we communicate with our son, especially when we're trying to get them to do something. Anyway, number 4, you guys know the other personality, don't you? It's the one I relate to the least. The whale personality, they don't want recognition. They don't care about money. They just want to make an impact. Even how you talk to a whale personality, slow it down a little bit. Not like they're dumb. It's just that they don't like the hyper. A whale won't watch me nearly as often as a dolphin or a shark will watch me. You understand? Listen, you can have all the passion and love for your product and your opportunity and your company and John, you have no idea my work ethic. I had this one guy come up to me and he's like, I've read all the books. I've been in network marketing 30 years and I'm not growing. I'm not getting results. I'm like, you got to work on how you connect to the people you're talking to. You're talking at people. You come across in a way that doesn't feel authentic, helpful. It's very aggressive. I could tell he was like an analytical personality. This is a big part of success and failure. Your people skills are everything. If you're not likable, if you don't come across as trustworthy, and you got to also keep in mind too, and listen, y'all can post whatever the hell you want. I don't care what you post. This is your business, your social media. You can do whatever you want. But if you come across as trashy, guess what you're going to attract? You come across as classy, guess what you're going to attract? Same thing, one-on-one conversations, how you talk to people, how about when you're like, I know this is weird, when you're with people. You know why everybody loves hanging out with Nadya? Because she listens, she speaks right into people. She knows how to help someone in a way that doesn't feel like you're being talked down to. The people that are the worst at this is when they get a little bit of success, they get that little taste of success. And remember, your ego ain't your amigo. What weighs more, your ego or your bank account, right? And you see these people, it's like they're annoyed by questions. They're too good for people. They're better than people. They talk down to people. Now, they'll have a big following. They'll have a lot of followers, but not a lot of leaders are going to put up with that nonsense. Leaders, look, here's who I like working with. And this could be a personal recruit that I'm recruiting. This could be someone 10 levels removed from me. But here's who I'm working with. You ready? Write this down. I'm looking for people with WHIP, W-H-I-P, work ethic, hunger, integrity, and personal power. Where's that personal power come from? People skills. You're not going to influence anybody if you don't have people skills. Hope you got some value from this conversation. Like I said, tenacity and passion, just not enough. You need more than that. You need to show up in the biggest way possible. You need to learn how to communicate, learn how to talk to your kids, your spouse, your coworkers, your business partners, your upline, your downline, your prospects, your customers. You need to learn those 4 personalities. They all have strengths and weaknesses. There's pros and cons to all those personalities, and you want all 4 personalities within your organization.